Hi guys, Trev here. Just doing a lesson on the bass guitar. We haven't done one yet, so I didn't want to leave it out. Really important instrument, the bass, especially in bands. It really underpins a lot of the music, and it kind of links in with the drums often. So you've got kind of quite a rhythmic kind of feel often. You can play, just make sure it's in tune first of all. You can play with a plectrum. So some bass players will. So you get kind of rock and sort of metal kind of playing like that. Jazzy and funky kind of players often play with their fingers. So I've often found that my classical guitarists actually translate into bass guitar really, really well. They really love kind of that, using that kind of finger technique on the bass. Just a couple of kind of basic points. So as you can see, the strings are a lot fatter than guitars. So often, if I've had a couple of adults in the past with kind of quite big fingers, and if you're struggling with guitar because your fingers are a bit big, then think about bass guitar, because bass guitar is quite nice in that respect. You've got kind of quite wide kind of areas to put your fingers on. A normal bass guitar, or most bass guitars, have 4 strings, which are the bottom 4 strings on your guitar. So you've got the E, A, D, and G string. This is my housemate's guitar. It's actually a 5-string bass guitar, so it's got a low B, which I'm not going to use that much because I'm used to playing kind of a normal bass guitar. I've actually lent it to someone at the moment, but yeah. So you've got 4 strings. If you've got a normal guitar and you're thinking, oh well, I wouldn't mind trying some bass lines, then you can try it on your guitar. Just use the bottom 4 strings. I think experiment using fingers. Use a plectrum if you really can't get the hang of that, but that's kind of how you can start. Okay, so a lot of bass guitarists will just play kind of the root notes or something quite simple under a tune. So they'll get kind of a chord sheet similar to the guitarist would. So you could, as a bass guitarist, you could still use your Justin Guitar songbook, for example. And if I look at Stand By Me, which I did a video on the guitar the other day, you've got G. You could just play G and then E, and then C, D, G. So I'm adding a little rhythm actually already, but you could just keep it simple. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. So I'm going to just play a song called Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, which is a very famous tune. Just do a little arrangement of it. And it's actually on the bass rock school grade 1 book. So if you look up rock school and if you want a syllabus book, I do recommend them. They're quite cool. You can play along to a selection of tracks, and it's got good backings that you can play along to. So definitely that would support your playing rock school grade 1. Sitting in the morning sun, I've been sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, watch them roll away again. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Okay, and if you're really into kind of funky bass lines, I really recommend someone called Joe Dart, who plays in a band called Wolfpack. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, he's really funky. And there's also a bass player called Flea that I used to really like from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But you do get the odd bass player and kind of funky kind of band that will really kind of challenge your bass playing. So just look out for really good bass players while you're listening to your music, and have fun learning it.